So what have you got here? Okay, so this is the format, lads. I'm going to just basically use this next 10 minutes, introduce myself, my 2IC, company commanders. You get a visual on what you're dealing with the Rangers, who's in the Rangers, what the Rangers represent. I'll give you a very quick rundown of my expectations on the next 72 hours, so you know what I am expecting from you lads. And let me just say right now, it's a fucking lot, but I'll cover that a little bit later. So for now, just bear with me, because I'm just going to glance over the numbers and just see we're a little bit patchy. So Bravo Company, you're looking fucking sweet over there. I'm liking the numbers. Alpha Company, looks like you're taking some casualties already. Very unfortunate for you guys, I feel for you. But we've got some reserves on standby, ready to move in. So we've got Archer 1. So we've got what, about 8 guys there. Okay, Archer 2. Down to 5 lads, yeah? Archer 3, fucking hell, look at you. Nice one. Archer 5's looking in good strength. Okay lads, if you want to join the second row here to join Archer 2, so that's, so we've got it.
Hey friends.
Sir, yes sir. Okay, right, so you 4 join the second row along. And you guys will join the front row.
How's it going, lads?
Fantastic. That was a bit easy.
Does anybody know if anybody's still en route? You have people that are not yet here, and you know they're still coming? Okay. Alright. Nobody else, everybody else, for as far as you know, who's here is here, right? Does anybody know of anybody who hasn't told us for people who are not coming and they know they're not coming?
Okay, so before I get into the details, Berget crew are actually on the way right now to drop off the radios. The second we're finished here, I want all team leaders to go back to HQ. Whether you've got your own radio or not, we can sort that out on the door, whether you've got a compatible radio that Bill, our comms expert, can reprogram for you. If we know we can't, then we know we need to get a game radio for you guys. Okay? So straight after this, you follow me back to HQ, we get sorted out. Actually, let me take that back. You'll need identity in the form of some kind of driver's license, passport, in order to sign the radio out. So straight after this, get back, get your kit, straight back to HQ, and then we'll get your radio sorted out.
Anybody who's not a company commander who has a Puxing or a Waxun radio, see me after that, and I'll have a program to program your radio.
Okay then, so, hopefully most of you know the situation we're in. TLs have already been briefed on the up and coming operation. Moldavians are basically building up on the border of Moldavia and Zanzibar. And they're ready to go in and kick some fucking big arse, big time. Now, we're not going to let that happen, because the Zanzians have approached us, after they've helped us in recent years, they've now come to us for support, and we're going to provide that support. So therefore, a very fragile, but still in existence, military alliance has now been formed between our forces. They will help us, we will help them fight a mutual enemy on taking on Moldavians to prevent their advance into Zanzibar. Needless to say, the 3rd Rangers will play a very key aspect in that operation. The eyes of the Northern Alliance force are always watching on us, because they know we can deliver, and they need to learn how to do things properly. That's why they look at the fucking Rangers to see how they do the job, and they learn from that. Learning from us, because we're the fucking best. Now, unfortunately, I had a whole shitload of things I wanted to say to you guys, but they got lost in transit. So I'm going to give you the raw, natural form. We're not the infantry, we're not the mechanised, we're not snipers, we're 3rd Rangers! Do you get that? I don't hear anything, come on lads, help me out! We're 3rd Rangers!
Alright, we'll work on that. We would have accepted yes sir or ooh-ah.
If you go out of the field, I'm expecting every one of you to excel. I'm expecting every one of you to work with me so we can achieve the strategic aims of the Northern Alliance forces. Okay, as I told you, we are playing a key role in that. We let ourselves down, or you let yourself down, you let your A-team down. When you let your A-team down, the company's gone down. When that happens, you've let the 3rd Rangers down, and then we've fucking left everyone down. And we ain't going to let that happen, because we're better than that. So when you guys go out there, I want you to work as a team. Okay, there's a lot of you guys that have been put together as numerous airsoft teams. Guys, do you want to go over the road on the side of the road? No, wait a minute. Right. Some of you A-teams are actually whole units of airsoft teams. That's great. But also some of you have been made up of various airsoft teams. Now these two guys are really strung together and bond together because you're going to be working each other's knack for the next 3 days. You're dependent on your buddy to get food for 5 days. So you've got to work together as a team. And when that doesn't happen, it goes to shit. And I've seen that happen every single time. But it ain't going to happen to us. Not this time. So get out there and we're going to be operating basically potentially behind enemy lines. Point down a little bit on that one. So, but I do expect you to be out there for the maximum duration that you've got the kit to be able to do so. Okay, this is airsoft. I realise you ain't all got the ability or the kit to be able to go out there for 3 days solid. I realise that. I mean, check with reality. But it doesn't mean that you can't stash enough food, socks, and it's fucking wet out there, so I'm expecting personal admin to be on its highest form, changing socks every 4 hours, and water. There is no excuse, absolutely no excuse to go in the field with half a litre or more of water. If I hear people going down with dehydration or coming back because they run out of fucking water, that's piss poor. That's not the Rangers way. It ain't going to happen. 2 litres minimum going out there to last a day. Absolutely fucking minimum. Personal admin, lads. Look after yourself before anything else. You go out there and meet the enemy, because trust me, it's going to happen. So you need to work as a team. I don't want to start teaching you how to suck eggs, but there's a lot of guys that haven't had military experience, maybe not had a lot of airsoft experience. Key thing is, lads, do not move unless you've got your buddy there covering your arse with fire, suppressing the enemy down, then you move. And you will move, because do not think you're going to enter a firefight and win the fucking enemy over by simply sitting on your backside and firing some rounds down range. It ain't going to happen, lads. If you want to fight that firefight and win that firefight, you've got to get your arse up and you've got to move on the enemy. You've got to be smart, you've got to flank, you've got to move in quick. It's fast, it's aggressive, it's fluid movement, it's aggression. Getting in there, doing the job. However, with the numbers that we've got, we cannot overcommit in a firefight. We have to go in with guerrilla-style tactics. We've got to wear down the attrition of our enemy. You hit them, you make them fear. They fall back a little bit. More importantly, you pull back. You form a new line of fire and let the fuckers come to you. You don't keep pushing to the enemy. You keep pushing to them, you're going to lose guys. We suffer the attrition there, and the Rangers suffer the attrition. Because I can't get hold of you, because you're down on the ground waiting for fucking medic. It ain't good drills, it ain't going to happen. You push the enemy, you kick their arse a little bit, and just when they think, yo, you're engaged, you pull back. And we totally fucking destroy them morally, mentally, and we wear them down in position. And we will win those firefights every single time if you are smart. Okay, lads, you get that? So. It's going to be a tough one. I say what I say to every guys, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Just go into it gradually, lads. We've got 3 days out there. I don't want you to exert everything in 24 hours, because then we ain't got much to give as a unit. There was a quote from about 1,000 years ago from this old Roman emperor. And he once said, "O die wind, done me to ant. Let them hate for as long as they fear." And they are going to fear the Rangers. They will know when we are coming, and they will learn to fear us. And the enemy will know. And that's what's going to drive us to victory after victory, lads. Because I said to you, it's about going in there with a full mentality. Being a Ranger is a state of mind. You go in with the right attitude and you will achieve. You go in with maximum aggression. Or as I said many a times, and if you know me, then you know what I'm going to say. You go in and you deliver maximum fucking violence. And you don't stop until you have achieved that. And you don't come back to me until you say you have achieved that. And I know that you guys are then in the role of the Rangers. Do I make myself understood? Yes, sir! Move out, lads. Let's get ready for your...
Get that man a point.